Hey guys, it's Chris here. Now, once again, I've decided to do a new version of a previous video that I've once recorded. Um, and now this time I've decided that I want to turn to the dark side, so instead of actually having the set prepared for you, I want to go and get it instead. So, let's see now. Oh, whoops. There we go. It is the AT-OT with Dropship, and the legs are a little bit retarded as far as I can see. But, screw it. We'll start out with the AT-OT. But before all that, we'll just go by the minifigures. And, well, comes with 6 normal clone troopers. And 2 pilot troopers. Well, we might as well just take care of this guy. Take the helmets off. Show his face. Show some nice printing on the front. Little printing on the back. And, well, if you've seen one, you've seen them all. At least these. They stopped making these at the end of, was it 2014 or 15? Now we have the pilot troopers. They look a little bit different, but then again, pretty much the same. I have a little bit different printing here in the front, but otherwise, faces, identical. Should be their clones. And, identical. Again. Just don't mind the visor there. I put it there just for the comfort of it. And that was it for the minifigures. You're probably wondering, where are the weapons? Easy. They're mounted in the vehicle. We'll just have to wait for the stupid camera to focus. There we go. They're mounted right here in the vehicle itself. So, yeah. Originally, though, it came with 2 of these blaster rifles and then 4 blaster pistols, the shorter versions. But, well. So, let's just start out from the front. We have, oh, whoops. Have the cockpit here. Seats 1 lone pilot. Yeah, the legs are a bit retarded, as I said earlier, but, well, screw it. Just put them down there, and we should be pretty well off. Put this on again, and he's very well protected. Now, AT-OT stands for All-Terrain Open Transport, and, well, I think this one's pretty open. Troopers are very well protected in there. It's not it, but if they get an airstrike, it's over. So, but it has seats for quite a lot of troops. See, 9 there, 7 there. Yeah, 16 troops, plus the pilot, 17. So, yeah. Originally, though, I had put some of all these troops there too. Now, but as they're not part of the actual set, then we won't include them in the video. In any case, there isn't really much to show about this thing. Compared to the AT-TE from the same generation Lego Star Wars sets, this one doesn't have any rubber bands to actually hold its legs up, so they're just hanging there. Which can be pretty annoying, especially if you have to put this thing down on either a base plate or a carpet. Not a walking carpet like Chewie, but it does have, though, a boarding ramp. It's pretty steep, but it works. It has a few ball turrets here. I wouldn't call them very heavy. I'd just say there are some light cannons just for basic defense. Otherwise, it has some heavier cannons here, but they can only turn up and down. It doesn't, it doesn't go to the sides. It has a little bit nice printing here, but in general, there isn't really much to this vehicle. It's a nice addition to an army builder, but the vehicle in itself is not really that interesting. Let's see here. If we take the handle here, we can have this one, and we can that little yellow pin there. Let's see if I can. There we go. You can really press down on it because it's going to hold, but lift it up. And then, although this is needed for something else. You might know the AT-OT already. Just to take a short look at the instruction books. This is actually one of the few Lego sets that comes with three instruction books, and well, they all look the same. But yeah, I think this was a construction error though. But I don't mind. Makes it a little more unique. By the way, the set number is 10195. And you can see it here also. And oops, what is that? The Republic Dropship. That's an LAAT-C, standing for carrier. This one is the LAAT-I, which is for infantry, which you can also see there. Okay, so there is a point with this thing. Not only is it a handle, it's also meant for something else. There is a reason why the other part of this set is called Dropship. Now let's just see if we can find it. Oh yeah, got a new set of light, and it has a setting that I can is called, I can't remember what it is. I think it's flash, and it shows everything off pretty darn well. Okay. Now, as I have noticed that many people didn't really take a look at in their videos, I'll come back to that, but Dropship in itself, pretty cool. If you compare this to the gunship, I'll just do that real quick. Okay, if you compare the dropship to the gunship, you can clearly see that the dropship dwarfs the gunship. It's significantly larger, and yeah, but they both have some pretty awesome features. Anyway, the review is about this thing, not the other one, so we'll just get this one back. Okay. We'll just remove the AT-OT real quick so we have some more space to work with. And put the dropship here. Now, we can't put it further out. We can't really push it any further because, well, the wing is too long. In any case, I really like this thing. It's a great addition to any set, to any army builder, as I also said about the AT-OT. But the thing is, though, this is a bit more unique. It's purely meant for dropping down, for deploying some vehicles and then taking off again, going for the next one. That's its sole purpose, though it can defend itself. You can see here it has two laser cannons here. I classify them as medium to heavy laser cannons. Also, it has flick firing missiles here, which the AT-OT doesn't have. The gunship here has them too, but you just push them out one by one. But this is somewhat different. This one actually has a mechanism for firing off the firing missiles. See if I can show you without breaking anything. Yeah. See? You just push this and then you fire them off. The downside to this, though, is that this is just one brick pushing them all. So once you press this yellow button here, you fire off four missiles at once. That's Guess it's okay, but not really very fun to replace them all the time. So that is a bit troubling. It takes a few points away from the set overall. But it has a handle up here. You can just lift it up, do whatever you want, and this thing's really strong. So, now before we do anything else, let's see. Okay. Oh. Before we do anything else, I'll just have to remove the instruction books. This down here is not really meant to be shown. It's just purely pieces that are helping to, well, keep the ship together, keep the ship in one piece. Now, here, there's the cockpit with a single pilot, the only person who actually fits in the ship. Now, I'll just take him, put him back there in his cockpit, put him down, and he's in there. Plus, you can also see that these guys are pilots because of that yellow line they have on their helmets. So. Okay, and this is a sticker, and an irritating one of that, but it looks good. I was so foolish back when I built the Republic gunship that I only decided to go for one sticker out of two. You see, on this thing, I had learned my lesson, so it has one sticker on one side and the other sticker on the other side. I am trying to learn the Arabash, but I can't read this for you. So, and if I had to find a translator now, this review would take hours. So, yeah, this purely for decoration, nothing else. This is just decorating purposes. And it has another one of these mechanisms over here, having to fire off more flick-firing missiles. Now, those with sharp eyes have probably noticed this part down here, which I'll get back to. First, just like if you know the Republic gunship, there is a compartment in here. So, this one actually resembles the gunship quite a lot, but does have a few differences. On the gunship, it's a little forward command center that you can deploy, 2 seats and everything. Here, it's just a missile rack. Simple as that, just a missile rack. 8 more missiles, so this thing comes with 16 in total. I really like that. That's a huge plus. Even if you lose some, it's not really going to be visible because these will remain hidden inside. Still sad losing some, but, well, it's manageable. Oh yeah, and as I've said, other reviewers haven't really ever mentioned this, but for some reason, the set also came with this. I really have no idea why, but it did. So, I guess it's meant to simulate some way of boarding it, or I don't know. But yeah, find it interesting at best. Okay, so now to the main part of the show. Let's see. There we go. And we also got some light. Beautiful. So, this part here is pretty simple, yet pretty complicated. It was a kind of complicated build. It took me 11.5 hours to build this thing in total, with the AT-OT included. So, but again, as this thing is named Dropship, I guess you've already kind of figured out what it's meant to do. See, it has a rubber band here, you push it back, and this little thing falls down. Okay, so, what it's meant to do is, you take the handle of the AT-OT, you stick it up here, this thing here will get pushed up, the sticker will go back, and it'll hold the dropship, or it'll hold the AT-OT. So, we'll try this again, and this time though, we'll have to do something else. Okay, so, first of all, we'll just move the dropship out of the way. Still have to keep it close because we're going to use it right in a moment. Here we have the 8-leg monster. Okay, so remember, There's the flash. Good thing having that when making videos. I don't know how much I've missed that, but I'll just have to wait for it to focus. And remember, press down, it's not gonna do anything. Lift it up and that thing is moving out automatically. Okay. I just hope this is gonna work. It's gonna be pretty difficult to do this with one hand, but we'll see. That reminds me, something I have to do first. In order for this to work in any way, I have to pull this back and lift up the entire cockpit. Otherwise, you're never going to get it attached, because it's not going to fit. Okay, so... Okay, see what I was... Remember what I spoke of? And it got attached, so... Now we can pretty much leave it here to rest on the AT-OT if we want to. There's no problem in that, but what's the fun in that? So... This is the entire point of the dropship. As I said, it's meant just to go there, deploy the walker, and then leave again. And if necessary, it can defend itself. So... Oh. But in any case, that is just about it. So, well, actually, there is one more part, one that I forgot to show you, because I think that the AT-OT is the only thing with which you can do this. You're wrong. There are several other vehicles, and some of them I have, some of them I don't have. So, on that point, please bear with me. But first off, though, we'll get the AT-OT out of the way. Back on the shelf. Then we'll take the 2008 version of the AT-T All-Terrain Tactical Enforcer. You guessed it, this little beast here. The only thing you have to do there, pretty simple. The handle for it is here. Push it to the top. Remember to move the cannon. And then it's the same procedure over again with the dropship. So, but because I only have two hands, I can't show you. So, oh. Whoops. Don't mind that. It was just a bolt heart that broke off. But in any case, as you can see, it's holding the AT-T just fine. Although, I will give him this. The AT-T is slightly lighter than the AT-OT, which I personally find very good. Because when you're holding this out in stretched arm for too long, it does tend to get pretty heavy. So, I don't know what it weighs exactly, but well, holding something out in a stretched arm does get pretty tough in the end. So, okay, so this time it was pretty much it. Thanks a lot for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. And may the force be with you. See you in the next one.